today we're going to learn about multiplying fractions. So go ahead and write your objective to multiply fractions. And this is page 21. Remember, page 20 was a little extra practice on dividing decimals. Okay, so I've got a little rhyme for you. Multiplying fractions, that's no problem. The top times the top and the bottom times the bottom. So that's a little thing for you to help remember how to multiply fractions. So say it with me, ready? Multiplying fractions, that's no problem. The top times the top and the bottom times the bottom. Okay, so if you see right here, we have 1/3 times 3/5. So all I did was multiply my numerators. 1 times 3 is 3. I multiplied the denominators. 3 times 5 is 15. And my answer is 3/15. And now I just put it in simplest form. So I reduced by 3 or 3/3 to get 1/5. All right. Now I just wanted to share something else with you. Multiplicative inverse basically means what you would multiply. If you multiply a number by its inverse or reciprocal, then you'll always get an answer of 1. So 1/3, if I do the reciprocal, or in other words, switch the numerator and denominator, the reciprocal of 3 or of 1/3 would be 3, so 1/3 times 3/1, because 3, I can write that any whole number over 1. Well, the reason this works is because 1 times 3 is 3, and 3 times 1 is 3, and any number over itself is just equal to 1. So let's practice. What would I multiply 1/2 by to get 1? Well, I think, what's the inverse of 1/2? Well, the inverse of 1/2 would be 2/1. So again, 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2, 2/2 is the same thing as 1. Okay, so now figure out what would go in this blank. Well, if I want the reciprocal of 5, I can start by putting 5/1. Because it's a whole number, I can put it over 1. So 5/1, the reciprocal of that, or the inverse, would be 1/5. So 5 times 1 is 5, 1 times 5 is 5, 5/5 is equal to 1. So just remember, anytime you multiply a number by its inverse, you're always going to get an answer of 1. All right, so back to multiplying fractions. Let's start by multiplying out these. So remember, multiplying fractions, that's no problem. The top times the top, so 5 times 3 is 15. And the bottom times the bottom, 7 times 5 is 35. Okay, now all I need to do is reduce this. 15/35, well, I can divide that by 5/5, since they both end in a 5. And that would equal 3. And 35 divided by 5 is 7. So that would equal 3/7. All right, go ahead and try the next one. 4 times 1 is 4. 11 times 2 is 22. Now I need to reduce. Okay, well, I know they're both even, so 2 would work. And 4 doesn't go into 22, so 2 is going to be my best option. And that's going to be 2. And that's going to be 11. And I'm done. All right, go ahead and do the next one. 4 times 1 is 4. 9 times 6 is 54. And again, I know they're both even, so I know I can reduce it. So now I need to think, what can I divide by? Well, I need to think, would 4 go into this? 48, 52, 56, so no. But 2 would, so I know I can at least divide by 2/2. All right, and that would be 2. And then again, if you don't have this maybe memorized or know it off the top of your head, just come over to the side. And let's divide by 2. 2 goes into 5 twice, which is 4. Bring down the 4. 2 goes into 14 7 times. So this would be 27. All right, and then I just also wanted to show you an example. If you have improper fractions, it's the same thing. Just multiply straight across to start off with. So go ahead and do that. You can write this to the side to be careful. That's 20, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to reduce. Well, I know they both end in 0, so I could do 10 over 10. So that would be 7 over 2. And then the last thing I would want to do is just make it into a mixed number, because technically that would be simplest form. So I divide. 2 goes into 7 3 times, which is 6. And then I do the v. 3 and 1 half. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.